What's going on, everybody? As y'all can probably tell by the thumbnail, what we're going to be doing today. So we got us some C-clamps, which we're not going to need this stuff till the end. This is going to be the main attraction here. Let me show you guys what we got. What we got. So, as you guys know, I said which one did y'all want to see more. And honestly, I felt like doing this more than the sunroof. This is the Titan rear window. They're direct fit. Only thing I got to do is notch the cab where the bracket for the sliding window is going to be. I haven't marked it yet, but I have went ahead. Well, if the truck's unlocked, maybe I could show you. I went ahead and pulled the plastics back. So essentially in here, which this isn't going to be bad either, just going to be a notch on this piece here. So unfortunately, with that in place, that plastic piece will probably not be able to go back on. That goes across the back here. But, you know, I mean, honestly, once you get this notched out, you could cut that plastic piece that's right there on the table. You could probably cut that, honestly, to make it fit so it surrounds the slider like it's supposed to. The only thing that's going to have to be like fabricated, which I'm not I don't know what you call it, fabricator, I guess. It's going to have to make a bracket from, I'm going to try to use this tie down here, this bolt, and then this one here, and then make me a bracket some way out of that there. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I really been wanting to do this because, you know, just like every modern truck now has a sliding window of some sort, and to be able to slide that almost half of the window down, that's going to be sweet in this truck. So let me show you guys what I picked up. I picked up this from Harbor Freight. It's a tool to remove the adhesive material from the windshield. I feel like this would be the best way to go without scratching the paint up. So yeah, and then these C-clamps, they're just going to be for when I get the new window installed. I can put them at the bottom and hold the window down. And I bought some of this here. I'm probably going to have to get another tube because I don't think this is gonna hold up too well. We'll see. I don't even know if my caulking gun will work for this. I just now noticed that. I didn't even see it. Well, we'll see. And then I got this here. It's like adhesion promoter. Hopefully that'll help it out. It's kind of like a primer. It says for plastics, but super adhesion to plastic surfaces, family bonds, top coats to different surfaces. So we should be good. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, I'm probably going to start taking the window out. Now, I'm probably not going to get too far because I did have to work today. Sun's already almost down. But if I can get the window out today, that'll be pretty sweet. And then tomorrow, pick back up and show you guys where we left off. And get this thing done, man. Because honestly, Titan window and a Silverado or GMC Sierra, that's going to be sweet. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. And once I get this window out, which is probably going to be tomorrow, I'll pick the video back up and show you guys how it looks. So stay tuned. All right, fellas, we got it back together. I think I'm not even going to try to use the gasket. I'm going to try to make it fit like this. And it fits round, you know, pretty good. The only spots that are like kind of suspicious are going to be the corners. But what I'm going to do, being that it's like that, is I might get that color match paint that I was using. And once this stuff cures here, because as you can see, it's a pretty big glob here. This window isn't like, it's more rounded in the corner than the other glass. But it's glued in there right now. I'm just letting it cure up. But other than that, I mean, once everything gets put back in, I mean, I think it's going to look really good. I'm probably going to redo the tent. I actually sprayed it with some brake cleaner when I was trying to get this stuff off, this polyurethane sealant. Oh yeah, and another thing, I went to the salvage yard and I picked up 2 different switches. So this is the one that comes out of the Titan. And then this is the one that comes out of like a Chevy, like the sunroof. I might have to use the one for the Titan, and then I was able to find the pigtail for the motor for the window. This one has 4 wires or 5, and this one has 4. This one here also has 5. We'll figure that out once we get to it, but yeah, I mean, I think it's going to turn out good. Everything's fitting in there like it's supposed to. Once this thing cures up, I might have to wait overnight. I'm not sure. I used some fast setting stuff here. It's supposed to say, it says fast curing. I'm not sure what the time is on it though. Let me see if I can rotate this thing. 1 second. Probably can't even read it because it's, come on. Yeah, unfortunately, the instructions are gone. And it don't say. So, yeah, we're just going to let it cure for a little bit. Now I got some fresh stuff on my hands. I'm going to get all over my phone. Like I said, we're just going to let it set now. I got it taped down. I got 2 clamps holding the bottom portion and the tape holding the sides and the top. I think once I get the gasket material, well, the polyurethane, once it gets sealed up and I can go around it and clean it, I think it's going to look better than having that big old bulky gasket going around if it won't leak. If I see that it's going to leak, then I'll just go ahead and call the salvage yard where I got this window from, tell them, look, I need the gasket that goes around the window. But if it doesn't leak, I'm gonna leave it like this. I think it looks better without that big gasket, because you know, the truck with the regular window, it didn't have that big gasket to begin with. So I think once you put that big gasket on there, it makes it look kind of funky. But yeah, I think it's gonna turn out really good. And I actually went to Lowe's, and let me show you guys what I picked up. Went up to Lowe's and grabbed some I think it's sheet metal, I believe. I grabbed me 3 pieces of this here. Where's it at? Which I might not even need 3 pieces. 16 gauge sheet metal. A little bit thicker stuff, a little bit heavy duty. And what I'm going to use this stuff for here is to make a bracket to hold the window that rolls up and down or slides up and down. Let me show you guys. But yeah, as you can see, you see how that corner of the window is more pointed? That's why that one there doesn't cover up as much. So essentially, we're going to have a bracket down here for this piece. And then we're going to have another bracket kind of off to the side like this. Like this here. So yeah, that's what we're going to do with that. And essentially, probably what we're going to do, we're going to cut 1 piece to make a base. And then we're going to make 1 piece, the one for this to make it tall, and then we're going to have like it's going to be like a T-shaped kind of thing, or a cross maybe. But that's what we're going to use for that there. And another issue people run into when they're doing this, which I figured out something, I don't know if it's on the internet anywhere, but this gasket here, that goes, let me see if I can show you guys without pushing on it. It goes straight across here into this. Essentially, there's usually like a 1/4 inch gap on both sides. If you take this thing out and stretch it, it'll go end to end. That way you don't have to worry about making like a drip pan, I guess you'd call it, to put back there to prevent water from going in the cab. I stretched that one out and it fits perfectly from side to side. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I'm going to put some water to it, like I said, once this stuff dries here, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, that's the process or the progress that we're at right now. All we got to do now is make the bracket for that. And what I'm going to do to mount the bracket down, essentially, is going to be, we got that bolt there, and then the other one on the left that used to hold down the old jack that come with the truck. We're going to use that as our anchor points. And I'm going to try to weld this stuff together. Like I said, I'm not no fabricator, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. Who knows, it might not even turn out. I might have to take it to somebody and have them fabricate me up something. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I did buy some gasket off of like Amazon that I was going to use to go around the window, but this stuff is just it's too thin. Like I said, I'm going to try to do it without it. I looked all around the window right now and I don't see any kind of gaps, but water, it'll find its way in something if there's just a small little bitty old gap. So we're gonna let this stuff set up, and once it sets up and cures and we can get that window in there, that way we can like mock it up kinda, I'll show you guys how it looks. Then that might be tomorrow, honestly, but I might let this sit overnight. I'm not sure yet. Let me see what this tube says, because this is something similar. I got two bottles of this stuff, and this is fast curing as well. It says clean the surface of the glass. Let's see. Temperatures below 42. How long does it take to cure? It don't say. Directions. Yeah, it don't say how long it takes to cure, which is weird because it says fast curing. I don't know what kind of... I got this off of Amazon. It was like 13 bucks. That, and I also got the weather stripping, which I'm not even going to use that. That stuff was only $5 a thing. That's not even going to be long enough, but yeah, like I said, once I let this stuff set up and cure and get the window in there, that way I can kind of mock up where my brackets need to be. Once I get the brackets made and mocked up, I'll show you guys what it looks like, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But stay tuned, because like I said, this is gonna be a fun one. All right, fellas, we got her in there. This is still the same day. This stuff is curing a lot faster than what I thought, so I went ahead and put the window in, and got everything mocked up and ready to go in here. I've already tested it. It works like it's supposed to. The only thing I'm having issues with, gotta find me a bolt for this one here. That one there, I'm just gonna reuse the old bolt that was already there. I'm gonna get some sound deadening and put behind this as well. But the thing I'm having issues with is the gasket right here that goes along the window. I don't know if this one's just old and wore out, which, being that it's been on a truck since 07, I'm assuming that's what it's gonna be. But yeah, I'll give you guys a little preview, a little sneak peek. Not really a sneak peek, because this is gonna do it for the install itself. Now all I gotta do is run the wiring for the switch itself, and then that's it. And then I'm gonna go around the window, make sure everything's sealed one more time. But yeah, let me show you guys how it looks when it's working. It works like it's supposed to. It don't hit anything, and the window might be looking a little jumpy. That's because, you know, this is originally supposed to be on 12 volts, and the battery I'm using is 18 volts, so that's why the motor's like an overdrive. But yeah, I mean, it works like it's supposed to. As you see, those brackets, don't laugh at my welds. I'm not a fabricator by any means, but we got it done. Got our holes drilled, everything's mocked up. Like I said, the only other thing we got to do now is just put sound deadening on the wall, and then run our wiring for our switch. And I believe I'm going to reuse the Nissan switch, because I think it's going to be easier to put in. Yeah, my hands are filthy. If you know about that polyurethane sealant, that stuff is a mess. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this video now. The next video on the window is going to be explaining how I'm going to run the electrical for this. I'm probably going to extend my little connectors here for the defrost, maybe. I'm not sure yet. But I am going to leave this like it is now, so when it rains I can check everything, or I might spray it down with a water hose just to make sure everything's good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think it turned out good. Like I said, the next thing I want to do is the sunroof on this thing. And I think that'll make it look so good with this here and then the sunroof. Because you don't, around here, I never see this. Like, every once in a while, one will pop up on my feed on Instagram and I'll see it, but it's not a common occurrence with the Titan rear window. So I want to do something a little bit different. Test what I could do, really. Because this was a little bit harder than a lift kit Starlight headliner. This here actually took some fabrication. Beginner's fabrication, don't get me wrong, I'm not no expert. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned, because we do have a lot more stuff coming. Like I said, there's going to be another video coming out explaining how I ran the wire for the switch itself. I'm not sure if I want to put it up there or if I want to put it like in the center console or somewhere like that. But yeah, that's something for another day. I'm wore out. It's already dark 30. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll leave a link to just about, well, no, I really can't leave a link to the windshield or the back glass, but like the pieces of sheet metal that I used, I'll leave a link for that. I'll leave a link for the sealant that I used, the polyurethane window sealant. Everything I can leave a link for, I'll leave it in the description. If you guys have any questions on the window itself, hit me up on Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, and I'll get back to you guys. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.